Hey guys, welcome back to Love Truck Garage. Well, today we're heading to the last car show of the year. Let's go. My hood hinge modification is working pretty good. Look how easy this hood comes off. And it goes back on in a snap. Well, if we're going to a car show, we better give the truck a quick wipe down with some quick wax. There we go, all shined up and ready for a car show. The Elks Lodge is only a few blocks from my house, and it's an absolutely beautiful day. I can't wait to see what the turnout is. It's pretty early for the car show, and I'm hoping some more cars show up. I hope you hang out till the end, because there's a little something I need your help on. I think I'll squeeze in right here between this beautiful 57 Chevy and a 73 Trans Am. Here's a Jeepster and a beautiful 1960 El Camino. And here's a beautiful 63 Impala. This Roadster and Jeep were pretty cool. This 57 Chevy was flawless. It was purchased out of California and was painted by the Jimenez brothers. I don't think I've ever seen one that nice. By the way, I took my hood off because it was supposed to be windy. This Trans Am is an all-original car with very low miles. And here's a nice 69 Camaro and a 65 Nova. And I think every car show I've been to has had at least one hearse. This guy never took his eye off the trophy table, and thank God they gave him one. Here's a nice 55 Chevy and a couple of good old C10s. One had a big block. That's a super clean 40 Ford pickup, looking real good. That's a beautiful color combination on this 55 Chevy. He went home with a trophy too. This 53 Ford F100 was absolutely beautiful. When I was a kid, my neighbor had two of those, and I think that influenced me as a car guy. This early 30s Ford pickup looks like an older hot rod build, but boy, it sure looks great. Look at that cowhide interior. I would guess that it was built in the late 80s or maybe the early 90s. And here's an old sedan from the 30s. I don't know if that's the original mohair on the front seat, but it might be. I've seen this GTX a few times, and it usually goes home with a trophy. Looks like a pretty stock El Camino, sitting there with the row of Corvettes. Now, I'm not a big fan of Corvettes, especially anything newer than 72, so they are what they are. The average age of a Corvette owner is probably running about 71 years old right now. Not that there's anything wrong with that. That 70 El Camino SS is super clean. And here's a pretty nice Blazer and a good old Willys Jeep. And you just can't beat a good old T-bucket roadster with a blown 350 Chevy in it. I wouldn't mind owning one of these someday. And here's another real clean 1969 El Camino SS. And rounding out the back row is this really nice patinaed out 55 Chevy pickup. I got a kick out of this rat rod hauler. Check out the name on the door, Old Farts Distributing. Classic. Let's take a closer look at this 1960 El Camino. This Willys Jeepster looks like a pretty fresh build. You just can't beat that color. They weren't that nice from the factory. Plenty of power under that hood. This 63 Impala is super clean. A very nice resto mod. Very nice updated interior. This thing must be real comfortable to drive around. And here's that flawless 57 Chevy. It is so clean. To paint a car black, it has to be super straight, and you wouldn't believe there's not a ripple in this paint job. With an updated drivetrain, this car is better than factory. And here's a closer look at that 69 Camaro. It's got the factory style houndstooth interior and super clean all over. I'm not sure if this Nova is a 65 or 66, but it's about as good as they get. It's gorgeous. And here's another Nova set up a little different. This is more of a pro touring setup. And it must be pretty fast. It's got two brackets in the back for nitrous bottles. Now I'm pretty sure this is a 52 Cadillac, and he just kind of cruised in and out of the car show. But boy, look at this thing. With an updated interior, this must be just a blast. Pretty awesome highway cruiser. One last look at this beautiful 53 Ford F100. I spoke with the owner, and he painted the truck himself in his garage. a whole lot of block sanding and some single stage paint, and that's all it takes. This truck took home the big trophy, Best of Show. Now, one last thing, guys, I need your help. Leave a comment down below and tell me what this outfit's all about. My first thought was he came to the car show wearing his jammies. Now Halloween is coming up, and I don't know if this is a new Marvel character or what. Now if this was a 10-year-old kid, I wouldn't think much about it. But a grown-ass man? I just don't know. Well, that's going to wrap up the 2023 Elks Lodge Car Show. Thanks for watching. And please like and subscribe. We are closing in on 1,000 subscribers, and that's when the fun really starts. And don't forget hoodies, t-shirts, and trucker hats at lovetruckgarage.com.